Kevin Thelwell has found himself under the spotlight after questions emerged surrounding a recent appointment at Rangers. The club's sporting director has reportedly faced scrutiny over claims that his own son has taken up a role within the Ibrox setup, sparking debate among supporters and pundits alike. With many calling for transparency, Thelwell's decision has become a major talking point, and the scrutiny is showing no signs of easing. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Rangers owner Andrew Kavanagh addressed the media prior to Danny Röhl being introduced as manager at Ibrox today. Here's every word he said. "Thank you for your continued interest in this great football club. We look forward to introducing you today to Danny Röhl. When we became a part of this club this summer, we talked about two things, winning and winning sustainably. And 4 months later, it has obviously not gone as we envisioned. We did not expect it to be easy, but we also didn't expect to be where we are today. Part of that was the decision we made over the summer to appoint Russell as the head coach. It did not go as planned. Russell is a good guy. He worked tirelessly. He wanted desperately to win, and I wish him well, but it didn't work. If something doesn't work, I think there are 3 things that you need to do. You need to acknowledge it, you need to own it, which I believe that we have done. You need to rectify it, and today is a big part of that. And with that, we are happy to have Danny here as our head coach. I think Danny will be incredibly successful here at Rangers, and I think that for 3 reasons. The first is that we were incredibly impressed by his ability to take tactics and actually make them happen on the pitch. I think a lot of people talk about tactics, but you have to actually deliver them on the field, and we are very confident that Danny can do that. The second thing is man management. I think Danny will bring out the best of every one of our players, and that we will soon see the best version of each of them. And the third is that, well, this organisation, I think he gets it and has the ability to create a bond with our supporters, which is so important. He knows that winning is the only option. Winning has to happen right away, and he knows he has to create that bond with our supporters. He is confident, he is technical, and I think he will probably hide it from you a little bit over the next 24 hours, but he also has a little bit of an edge, and I think that will serve him well. We remain incredibly optimistic about this football club. We still have everything in front of us to play for this year. I think we have yet to see the best of our squad, and I look forward to seeing what Danny can bring out of them. When we joined this organisation, this club became a part of this family. We said that one of the things that drew us to it were the supporters, and that has not changed at all. We know that they have been disappointed, we recognise that. Everybody at the club is going to work tirelessly to get us back to what everyone so desperately wants, which is winning football matches. So with that, Danny, welcome to Rangers Football Club. Now, Kevin Thelwell has directly addressed the decision to appoint his son Robbie to a key role at Rangers. At the unveiling of Danny Röhl as the club's new manager, Thelwell was quizzed on the recruitment of Robbie Thelwell as head of recruitment. The sporting director insisted his son doesn't need my help in his football career, as he stated the decision to bring him to Rangers was led by technical director Dan Purdy. Purdy had wanted to take Thelwell Jr. to Everton in his previous role, but Thelwell Sr. stopped the appointment, stating he didn't believe his son was ready for the position. However, when Purdy pushed for Thelwell Jr. to be recruited by Rangers, sporting director Thelwell admitted it was difficult to say no. Thelwell Jr. will report to Purdy in his role at Ibrox. I think it is always uncomfortable to hear, said Thelwell, of criticism from supporters over his son's appointment. And optically, I think we all agreed when we made this step to appoint Robbie that it was going to be seen in a particular way. But the reality of the situation is we want to bring the very best talent here to Rangers Football Club. My view on Robbie's career, Robbie's situation is, he doesn't need my help in football. He has worked at Aston Villa as a senior scout, he then moved to Norwich City as head of scouting, and then got promoted to player pathways manager. And before we recruited him, 2 Premier League clubs wanted to take him. Dan Purdy, who is the technical director, who he will work for, wanted to take him to Everton Football Club when I was there. I told him that that shouldn't be the case and I didn't think he was ready. But when the situation came around again and Dan wanted to take him again, it was very difficult to say no. What we did do right at the very start of that process was to talk to Patrick, to Andrew, Parag and the board and talk to them about the situation. I was extremely transparent about that was what Dan wanted to do, and I think Robbie probably went through a more rigorous process than probably anybody else that is employed by this football club, truth be known. What I do know is he will work 25/8 to bring success for this football club, and him and Dan will work very closely together and very well together. And I am looking forward to him proving that he is going to be an excellent employee for Rangers. Thelwell's comments appear aimed at quelling concerns and reinforcing transparency within the club structure. By outlining the recruitment process and stressing his son's qualifications, he's made clear that merit, not family ties, guided the decision. Still, with emotions running high among supporters, it's now up to results and professionalism behind the scenes to prove that the appointment truly serves Rangers' best interests. Before we get into our next story, if you are enjoying today's video and you would like to see more and stay updated with the latest Rangers news, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video. Thank you, let's get back into the video. In other news, Danny Röhl has vowed to maintain traditions of hard work, unity and success after being appointed as the new head coach of Rangers. The German coach agreed a 2.5-year deal to become the Rangers boss on Monday. Röhl, 36, will start in the position immediately with his first match in charge against SK Brann in the Europa League on Thursday night. In the announcement of his appointment, Röhl insisted he would strive to deliver a team to represent the traditions of the Ibrox club for supporters to be proud of. He said, "It is a huge privilege to be taking on the role of head coach at such an incredible club, recognized around the world. I know it has been a difficult start to the season, but there is still so much to play for in 4 competitions, and my staff and I will give it everything to reward the supporters and the club. The expectations here are clear. The fans want to see results now. My mentality and experience is to think in exactly the same way, and I have belief in the players that we can achieve this. We have no time to waste. We start straight away. I respect that trust is earned and understand we have to give the supporters confidence in what we are doing by showing it on the pitch from the start. The expectations are huge, and I love this challenge because I set high standards for myself and the team too. Rangers is built on a tradition of hard work, unity and success. That is exactly what you will get from me and what I want my team to represent for all of you. I'm looking forward to meeting the squad and getting down to work ahead of Thursday's game away to Brann. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.